understand a little bit about each to understand what you think, and you can form your own opinion. Where bipolar, massive ups and downs in mood, right? Typically, these moods are manic. They're huge. So they'll typically be very, very, very low to very, very high. And this tends to stay around for a while. They might only switch twice, 3 times a year. They could be very depressed for 6 months. And then very high for another 6 months, okay? The light switch you're talking about is extremely common with borderline personality disorder, which there aren't typically drugs that can help, but not drugs that cure them, okay? This isn't so much a chemical imbalance where you need chemicals, but it's a personality we need to fix and change and work on. That takes a while. I hope that helps you. Always, anybody, don't self-diagnose and go get a second opinion. Always. I mean, God, I used to get second opinions on my house. I used to get second opinions on my car. My mind? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because it's just so damaging. It can be just so extremely damaging to be misdiagnosed and start treating mood disorder, with drugs and lithium, when I really have a personality problem I need to fix. And borderline, for the most part, can be fixed, especially at a young age. I hope that helps, Anna. Let me know. Please keep asking me questions. I'm sorry for your friend, but if he's making you do this, you take care of yourself. Don't try to help him and change him, okay? You accept him for who he is, and you decide later if you want to accept him in your life, okay? He doesn't sound very well. All right. And that's his job. That's his job to go find out what he really is, the correct diagnosis. And I mean, Jesus, taking lithium your whole life, you're going to fix your mood disorder and you're going to need a kidney transplant. Pope. I'm sorry, I don't remember where you're from, Pope. Oh, Ireland. That's right, Ireland. Counseling should be mandatory every year. Question, do you think narcissists recognize each other? A remark from a guy my boss introduced me to asked when he thought I couldn't hear, is he one of us? So your boss you think is narcissistic, and he had someone there next to him, and when you met him, you could hear him ask, is he one of us? Kind of freaky. I couldn't help myself. I said to them, 1 + 1 is 2. And you go on. So, do narcissists recognize each other? I've had narcissists tell me they do. Okay? I've had a narcissist that I would refer to about questions when I was learning. And they straight up told me, I can recognize other narcissists. I don't know if they can. They're not very self-aware. So I don't know. They like to call, right? I mean, how many narcissists called you guys a narcissist? So that tells me they don't. They're not very good at it. Or maybe they can recognize narcissism, but they also think everyone else is too, right? The psychopath is the one that says everyone around them is a psychopath, right? So what tactics do you apply in work areas with these always up in your business, jealous coworkers? Pope, I answer this question so often. Go watch more and more of my Q&As, stuff like this, okay? And maybe you'll hear more than I have to say now, but we go to work to make money, period. Not friends, not anything else. And if there's stress, we fix it with our boss or go above, or we leave and go get a new job. Just like interpersonal relationships or committed relationships in our life. Right? We have problems, we try as hard as we can to fix it if you value that relationship enough, and then when we can't, we move on. It's over. We have to accept that. Okay? So you can't change him, your boss, or anybody else there, right? But you can change your job anytime you want. All right? And if there's problems, you try to fix them, and if it's causing you too much stress, I recommend you get out of there, period. I wouldn't look too much into what he says, your boss. Is he one of us? I mean, they could both be diabetic. They could both be, whatever. I doubt they both are saying, yes, we both have narcissistic personality disorder. You think he does too? Or maybe they're saying we're both pieces of crap and we like to steal and lie and manipulate. You think he's like that too? I don't know, just like you don't know. I wouldn't look too far into it, because who really cares what your boss is, right? You just want to make sure he pays you, right? And the more our emotional life is successful and doing well, the less we care about the problems at work. I promise you. I promise you. I've just, every single person that's come to me with work-related problems, maybe a couple of them I spend a little time on how to gray rock them, how to just tune them out, not answer them all the time, not look at them all the time. We're not telling them anything personally. We're not asking them anything personally. Do not take your emotional life into work at all. Don't bring your loved ones there, your family there. Don't work with them. Don't open up businesses with them. Don't invest with them. We don't do that. Keep that separate. That's what our brains do. It has to. Our brain does that. Here's emotional, here's work. We mix the two, we start making lots of problems or mistakes. So, you said business or jealous coworker, just tune them out, man. Don't look at them anymore, literally. When I was talking about better communication in the beginning, do everything opposite of that. If he's causing you problems, you tell him no, don't do that. If he continues, you go to your boss. If it continues, you go above your boss. If it continues, get a lawyer. Depends how much you value that job, just like relationships. If you don't value that job enough to do all that, go get another job, okay? But we've got to learn how to deal with these people in life, right? They're not going to go away just because you're healthy. We may stop having relationships with them, but they're at every job. I mean, most of them work too. And they're in every country, every city. Where there's a group of people, there's a narcissist, always. And it's just better to learn how to deal with them, and that's a great place to do that in. Not dating. I've had so many people say, oh, I'm just keeping my ex-boyfriend in my life because I'm learning about them that way. Yeah, something smells. Let me go get my boots. It's getting thick. Yeah. I hope I helped you, Pope. I'm sorry. Stress at work sucks. But we got to fix the stress somehow. Find a way to do that, okay? Don't engage. Your coworker's talking, sit on the phone. Ignore him. Huh? What? Make him repeat everything he says 3 times. I always say that. What'd you say? I'm sorry. And then they say it again. Say, huh? Make him say it 3 times. And just give him, oh yeah, short answer. Instead of, oh, hold on a second. Pick up the phone, act like you're talking to somebody. It's great. But we don't give people what they're looking for or what they want. If we want them to leave us alone, be very mindful what you're doing, what you're giving them, because they'll stop eventually. They will. People generally don't like to work for free, right? It's just like calling you every day on the phone, and I'm trying to get you to just pick up, just because I'm obsessed with you, right? Well, if you never pick up, I'm not going to do it for the rest of my life. And just keep calling, get your voicemail, call and get your voicemail, and make sure you're not even on the voicemail. It's automated. How long is even the worst obsessed person going to do that for, right? They're gonna keep doing it because you keep picking up. Okay, so we don't give people what they want and need and expect and stuff like this, and no apologies and no explanations and things like that. Okay. Pope again from Ireland. Far as I'm concerned, energy vibrations is everything. Sitting in and allowing others to sit in yours. It's important who we sit with and let in. Time and energy is important. Wasted enough years delegating my time and energy to pointless causes. Done being stuck in time and bad energy. I just read that. That's nice. That's nice to see. I hope you don't look at your past as a waste. Even the worst experiences means we have the most to learn from, and when we do, it's no longer a waste. If you guys feel like it's a waste, you haven't learned. Okay. It doesn't matter what we've done so far. Here we are right now today, right? And you can say I've had I wasted my time, or I didn't. I did all these amazing things. Well, it doesn't really matter anymore right now, does it? Right? And anything you want to do, you're still alive. Go do it. Right? But yeah, that's great. Thank you, Pope. Oh, I said that's right. I take it a step further, and people I surround myself with must share the same moral values as me. That saying, you are who you keep company with, or who your friends are, stuff like this, couldn't be more true. Because if you have a piece of crap in your life, you only feel that you are a piece of crap and not worthy of better. So you prove to the world you are, right? And wipe that piece of crap off you and throw it away. Sorry. Emily from Latvia. Hi, Emily. Emily is beautiful, beautiful mother, beautiful children. She's so nice and kind. Thank you. Could you please kindly share your experience on Monday regarding people who do not have aims or goals? I thought it was arms. I was like, oh, geez. Who do not have aims and goals in life, and they do not know what they want. I'm thankful for all your help. These are people who have an unstable self, right? Look at everybody that asks me questions and says, what should I do? Right? Well, you're used to having your parents say, you do this, you should be like this, you should feel that, you shouldn't feel this. Yeah, right. So now it's time for you to develop yourself and know what you want to do. I cannot tell anybody what to do. We're all different, right? Totally different. And there's never, it's black or white, what do it or don't do it. When I try to help people, I come up with many options. I come up with many doors, and the stress kind of goes away. And we don't tell people what they should do. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay? So for me to really tell somebody what they do, I have to know who they are. I have to know what they want. I have to know how they feel, what they need, what they value, and their opinion. And it's just much easier for us to do that ourselves. So somebody who has no aims, no goals, and doesn't even know what they want sounds like a child, right? As an analogy, children don't know who they are. That doesn't even start to begin who we are until we're becoming an adult. Really. And so children don't know what to do. Children don't have goals. They just know what they want for the birthday, right? They want to go to Disneyland. So your question was, can you share your experience on Monday regarding people who do not have aims or goals in life and they do not know what they want? Well, my experience is me. There's a big portion of my life that I didn't have any goals, no aims, and didn't know what I want. And then I grew up. I became more emotionally intelligent and more self-aware. Okay? More self-awareness. Know what you need. Start finding what you want. Start being in tune with your feelings and emotions. Know what you value and in what order. Okay? Share your opinion with others. Express these things. Thank you, Emily. Hope that helps. Please let me know. And Nessa from the United Kingdom. Hi, Nessa. I wondered the difference with love bombing covert narcissists and overt narcissists. So I've done lots of videos on the two. Real quick. The covert narcissist, the overt. There's just that C that makes a difference. That's it. Okay? Just kidding. Overtly, out in the open narcissist, right? The very this and that, and the covert is covered. Covert operations, very sly, very sneaky, very passive aggressive. So differences in love bombing. The overt, I love you. I'm gonna buy this. Let's go out to dinner, and I gave you lots of gifts, and ha ha ha. Because I love you. And that's what's important to them, right? And belongings and gifts and money is important to the covert narcissist too, but they're going to act like they care about what you care about. Oh, I know that my girlfriend loves going to the movies, going and watching the girl movies that I hate. I hate it, but I'm going to act like I do too. Yeah, I love these too. And I love you. And God, we're so alike and exactly the same. And they might buy presents and gifts too. But I hope that makes a little difference. Narcissists are very shallow. Narcissists don't care who people are. They don't care how you feel, what you want, what you need, things like this. They will give you maybe what you need. I love using this all the time, my little alarm clock that takes a little battery here, and that's all this thing needs. I understand I put a battery in it and gives me what I need. And so the overt narcissist is going to give you the presents to get what they need. The covert is going to be more sly about it. Right? I'm going to give you a battery, and I give you the best battery because you're the best. Right? You deserve the best. Right? And they're going to be more like you. They might mirror you. Me too. Oh, I do too. God, we're just alike. You know. I hope that makes sense. Let me know, Nessa. Okay, keep asking questions. Rory. Hi, Rory. I always seem to apologize when I say no. Will not try to. And that's your self-worth. That's your self-worth. Boundaries are telling somebody, part of boundaries is telling someone, no, you can't do that, right? Or I always use, can I have some money? And no. Isn't that enough? Think about it. Isn't it enough? No. If that's not enough, screw that person. They don't care who you are. Oh, please, I really need the money. No. Oh, man, I'm going to lose my apartment. No. Oh, God, what do you do? I helped you. I let you borrow money too. No. How you feel is enough. No, you're making me feel bad. I don't like that. That would feel bad for me to give you money. I'd hate myself for that. That's enough for me. What you need is enough. What you want is enough. Your values are enough. So the less we explain ourselves and the less apologetic we are, the more we feel worthy of it. Okay? Boundaries are a measure of that, of our self-worth. We talked about self-worth in the first video, right? And so try to understand that and try to be true to who you are, okay? And I like to say, no thank you. I just love it. It throws people off. Hey, can I spare a quarter? You got $1? Oh, no thank you. And just move on. They're like, huh? No thank you. No, I was wondering if you had some money. Oh, I know. No thanks. Don't want to. Don't feel like it. Don't need to. Goes against my values. Self-respect. I get mad when I give people money. Bye. And that's just inner dialogue I was telling you. But we don't have to. Try, if you think you might have low boundaries, not sure, try just saying no all day to everybody no matter what they ask for. No. And try doing it without explanations or apologies, and you'll see where your boundaries are. Okay, that's it. That's it, guys. Thank you very much. Again, if you guys could help me and support me, I'm doing what I can to help people. You guys can do what you can by just pushing a couple buttons. Subscribing and voting and commenting. Tell us where you are. Say hi. Ask questions. Share this with other people. Put it in a playlist. It just really helps. It takes a few seconds or a second to hit a button, and I just can't tell you how much I appreciate all of you for that and your support and asking questions and telling me thank you and how much I've helped you. Appreciate that from all of you. Love yourself first, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye.